Okay, number 20 is an optional question. How many different real values of x satisfy the equation? And they give you the equation sine of x plus 2 sine 2x is equal to the root of x. Well, you should know the domain of this in real numbers would be x greater than or equal to 0. Clearly at 0 is the solution to the problem. That much is known because if you plug in 0, you get 0 equals 0. We know we at least have one solution. All right. Now the sine function is periodic, so you're expecting it to bounce around. And the root function is half the parabola in the positive first quadrant, and it certainly intersects at 0, and there's going to be other points of intersection as well, but I'm given choices over here: 1, 2, 3, 5, and infinitely many I can probably throw away immediately because the sine function is periodic and it's bouncing up to a maximum. Now, I'm not saying you know what the maximum is at this point, but you know it bounces back and forth between a number. All right. So what I did first was I just simply said I was going to manipulate it to see what happens to the right side. And when I did that, using double angle formulas, I did rewrite it in terms of sines and cosines, but I was left at a point over there saying it might be too difficult to do. Other than the fact that I knew it was periodic now with 2 pi, that this thing's going to keep repeating itself every 2 pi. But graphing it out um, might be too much to do by hand. So what I did was I went to a graphic calculator. All right. So let me do that and I'll show you what the pictures are. And the first picture I drew was this one over here, the big picture. And certainly looking at it, I'm kind of looking at it. I clearly see over here there's some points of intersection. Point over here, there's something over here. Now certainly I'm going to zoom in. I'm seeing 2 there. I'm seeing 1 clearly there. That's 3 now. And now I'm looking at the origin now, and I'm looking over here, and I'm wondering, it's so tight there. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I do know there's 1 at 0. I know that much. All right, but it's very tight there. So what I did instead was I zoomed into that region. And when I zoomed into that region, I want to point out what I'm seeing over here. I'm seeing a point of intersection there. That's 1. I'm seeing another point of intersection over there. That's 2. Along with the other 3, that means there's 5. Let's go back to that. Again, zooming into this region, I discovered there's 2. So that's 2, 3. And again, for this region over here, pretty simple to zoom in. That's pretty clear, by the way. There's 2 more for 5 total. All right, so let me show you that. And the correct answer here would be D. There'd be 5. Thank you for paying attention.